Hello everyone. I'm going to briefly run you through how to run the DataGrab Python script that I made that allows you to quickly collect your chromatogram data from mass links and inputs it into an Excel file. So here we're imagining that I've just finished my experiment, and so on the right I have my chromatogram window and on the left the spectrum. A couple of things to note before you get started is that you want to make sure that the chromatogram is open and visible. And also you want to make sure that it is open on the primary monitor on your computer. So that means that you want it open on the monitor that has the dock here with all the icons. So now that's set up. I will open up PyCharm, which is the Python interpreter that we use. So that pops up there. In this case, it's already opened with DataGrab. But in case there was another script open, you can always find DataGrab by saying File, Open, and then under this directory here, so PyCharm Projects, you'll find DataGrab there under PyCharm Projects. So I'll open that, open in this window. So now that's open. And so DataGrab, kind of quick run through. Basically, the main thing you want to worry about is this section here, which is the user input part. The first thing you want to do is you want to give your experiment name. So in this case, I have called this the same name as I called my mass links reaction monitor experiment. So IC 2022, etc., etc. And the format I want to use here is the name, but with these quotation marks on the ends here. So you can always edit this part in green as you want. I also want to put in an output directory. So the output directory is where you want your Excel file with all your data to be saved to. In this case, I've made a folder. I'm just calling this DataGrab demo. So when you make your own folder, you can copy the address of that folder. So copy as text, and then paste that in here. Again, the format here of the green text should be R, and then these two quotation marks with your directory address written in there. And then finally, I have a list of all the species that I want to copy the data for. In this case, the format is the list is bracketed by these square brackets with each item separated by the commas. If I move over to my spectrum, I had a list of species that I wanted to track. So for example here, 479.4. 479.4 is there. So that I've got that in my list, and these other ones as well. I've made sure to include the decimals. So 0.40 here. This is especially important when you're running this on the Synapse, where we have a high-res instrument. And there, if your decimal places are not quite right, you can have a bit of a drift where the script is not quite catching the exact peak that you want. And so in this case as well, I've made sure that I've given it the highest intensity peak, so 479.40 in this case. So with all my species now in that list, I can then run my script. So to run the script, you want to press this play button up here. First, making sure that it says DataGrab in this little window. Sometimes it could say something else from a previous script that was run. So you can always drop down and make sure that it's DataGrab 2.9 that's selected here. So now I'm ready. I will press play. So the script is now running in the background. It is typing in the species that you listed on the left, and it's copying all that data, compiling it into a good data frame, and within about 5 to 10 seconds, it should be done. So you notice on the left here, it said process finished with exit code 0. Exit code 0 is a good thing, means everything ran smoothly. So if I now open that output directory, you see I have two new files in here. The first one is this PNG file. If I open that, so the script has produced a quick plot of your species. So it's got the axis labeled correctly, it's got a good title there, and also the species are labeled. So this just gives you a good quick overview to make sure that your data collection has gone smoothly and that everything looks accurate. So that looks fine. You can close that. If I then open the Excel file, zoom out a little bit, you see that all your data is now collected in these columns. So we have a time column there, a tick column, and then these first few columns here are all the raw data. So you see they are labeled with your species master charge, raw, and then these last few columns here are the normalized data. For this script, the normalized data is normalized to the tick. So here you have all your data kind of compiled nice and neat. You can then plot it however you want. You can use whatever format you want to use, and hopefully that should make this a little bit quicker of a data collection process. This Excel file also has an insert of that plot that was generated earlier. Again, so it's just all compiled in one place. So once that's done, you're good to go. Your file is ready. I'll close that. And that's that. All right, thank you. Let me know if there are any questions and I'll see if I can help. Thanks.